can we talk about the fact that there is a lot of men, fathers in particular, who are brought up in family systems where they are not given what they need developmentally? They grow up to become men, and then society blames them for showing up in unhealthy ways. And then society refuses to set up structures and infrastructures and systems to basically help these men reap and recalibrate and grow and heal whatever it was that they didn't get in their childhood. As you can see from behind me, I'm doing a advanced course in child development at the moment. And there's a question here, which you can see, which is: a child should progress to reach their potential if their developmental needs are met, their parenting capacity is stable, their family and environmental factors are positive, or if they have sufficient nutrition. Here's what I've come to realize. I've been designing a course which I'm going to be doing specifically for boys and men on domestic abuse and coercive control. And whilst I've been doing that, preparing to do that course, one of the things that I learned is about the prevalence of domestic abuse, and I talk about all this data because I know that a lot of people are going to be surprised and shocked at how much domestic violence actually occurs in households. And one of the things that we know is if a boy or a man grew up in a family system where there was domestic abuse, where one of their parents had a drug or alcohol or drug misuse problem, then it increases their chances of them not reaching their full capacity and their full potential and their full development. And there is a lot of boys and men who grew up in these systems. They grew up in households where there was domestic abuse and coercive control. Now, you can say, well, that's the man's fault, clearly, but the children are victims. That child who grew up with the man who was an abuser and who was coercively controlling the mother was a victim. And that boy, we should have systems to protect him. But what ends up happening is that the mother and the father both can't show up in ways that support him. He grows up, we then don't have systems to support him, and no one's having this conversation. No one is having a conversation about the fact that if a boy grows up to be a narcissist, that the reason why a child becomes a narcissist is because of the family system, in part, that he grew up in. Narcissism is a maladaptive coping mechanism that is developed by the brain and the nervous system and the psyche as a way to survive, right? Can we talk about this? Because I don't think that as a British society, we're having this conversation about the fact that boys are just not having their needs met, and then we don't support them as they get older. As a matter of fact,